Mm.
Mm.
Welcome back. Another episode of 56'N with my boy BJ.
What's up, brother?
After talking about
Hey,
a little Four Roses,
not Four Roses, man. I love it.
also have a bottle of Four Roses Platinum en
Mm,
route.
ooh,
Import only, no big deal. We'll
ooh.
see.
We'll
I'll
pop
wait.
that
We'll
open in
wait
about
till the next time I see you.
that'll be what, about a month and a half?
Mm-hmm. We got to
Actually,
talk through
actually,
that
yeah,
too.
we actually gotta talk through that. We gotta talk through that logistically. Uh,
Yeah,
I gotta be up
several
there.
things.
Gotta come up there twice, so we'll talk through that.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air.
Hmm.
Well done, sir. Real quick, I want to start. I want to start the show off
Hmm.
with a quick story.
Okay.
It's from it's social media, whatever, but it's a radio show out in LA. It's like Rick and Jubal or something like that. I don't
Okay.
know, but it's like the second date update. You can find it. It's my
Hmm.
new time waster because they are. I'm like, I'm wondering, like, is this shit scripted? Because it can't be. It's so crazy. I'm like, I think it is real.
Hmm. Well,
Almost like the Home Alone burglary that we discussed.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just explain.
Paint
I'll
the
just start
picture.
off.
Yeah.
This story is not going to go any direction that you thought.
Okay.
It's wild. So, the premise of the show, for those who've never heard it or seen it, look it up. Shout out to them. This is their story. It's their content. But the story is what I want to talk about because it's
Hmm.
fucking ridiculous. It's wild, bro. I couldn't imagine this happening to me. So the female, the girl, emails them. This is my story, and the host calls her and he goes, "After reading your email, I already know why he's not calling you,"
Okay.
which is a rarity. He usually doesn't do that, but he goes,
Yeah.
"But I want you to tell your story." And there's the male host, the female host, and then there's somebody who like laughs off on the side. I don't know who that person is.
Mhm.
Anyway, she's like, the well, it's out there anyway. The guy she was interested in, his name was Nick.
Mhm.
They met on Tinder.
Okay.
Okay. And she's like, we were chatting. We just happened to have a day that coincided. So we were going to meet for dinner or drinks or whatever it was. They were going to meet at 7. So before she went, he texted, he goes, "Hey, I'm at work. Can we make it 8?" And then he texts her again. "I'm so sorry. Work is late. Can we make it 9?" At the end of the day, he ends up saying, "I'm so sorry. I apologize. Do you want to just come over to my house at 10:30 for drinks?" I'm
Okay.
thinking, all right, this is like a one night stand situation. He just wants to slide through.
We'll see where this is going. Okay.
Story does not go that way. But anyway,
Mm.
so, and she's just like, I didn't think anything of it because, long story short, she was looking him up on social media and all this other stuff. And she was like, he's super attractive. I definitely wanted to meet him. So she didn't he could have said, come over at 1 a.m. and, let's slide through. I think she would have gone. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So she goes to his house at 10:30 at night, knocks
Okay.
on the door for 20 minutes. No answer. So now I'm thinking it's like a catfish thing where that wasn't really him and it's not really his address or something like that. Tracking where I'm going?
Mhm.
All right. So she goes to the neighbor, knocks on their door at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
"I'm Nick's sister. He's not answering. Have you seen him?" They have this conversation. She goes, "Could you open the apartment? I just want to make sure he's okay."
Why does it never have keys? Go ahead.
Okay. They open the apartment. Nick, who is the person she's been texting, is asleep on the couch. So host goes like, "Okay, so you saw that and then you left." And she goes, "Well, no, that would be rude. So what
Okay.
did you do?" "So what did you do?" "Well, I was tired, so I slept in his bed." Hold on. She goes, "We didn't have sex or anything. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys are making it weird." They're like, "You broke into his home." "No, I didn't. I didn't break in. His neighbor opened the door." They're like, "All right, we'll move on," because she's like,
Yeah, you're not
not
yeah,
tracking.
yeah.
You lied to get entry into his home, saw him sleeping, and slept in the man's bed. So she gets up before he's awake and starts making breakfast and coffee in his kitchen. BJ, BJ. I'm like, yo, what? So he wakes up to the smell of whatever the hell she was cooking. They didn't
Mhm.
get into that part. And she's like, he looked confused.
Yes.
They talk. The first thing he says is, "What are you doing in my house?" How, so she
How did you get in
explains what
there?
happened. She
Yeah.
explains what happens, and she goes, "I just thought it would be nice if I made you breakfast and some coffee before your day." And he goes, "You really don't have to do that. Matter of fact, I need to go to work. I didn't realize whatever." Clearly, he's like, "Get the fuck out of my house." But he didn't
Yeah.
say that to her.
Mhm.
To her point, he did not say that.
Okay.
That was the first thing out of his mouth. They talked for 45 more minutes.
Alright.
She eventually leaves and she's confused as to why he didn't call her back. Bro. BJ, BJ, I was like, what? I was like this. I was like, what? I stopped moving to listen. I was like, wait, what? Wait, I was like, oh, it's like a one night stand. Wait, you slept in his bed. Wait, what?
And
Hold on. Hold on. You made him breakfast? Wait, hold on. And yeah, bro, I was locked in.
to his defense, he probably just agreed to that, so he's like, "This bitch is obviously crazy. I'm just gonna go along with this so she don't freak the fuck out.
Uh,
I just need to ease her out nice and slow." Yeah. I'd
and
100% not
then,
call you back. You kidding me?
bro, I'm also moving that day and screaming at my neighbors.
Yeah. What the? First of all, let's back up to the beginning. Why does my neighbor have keys to my house?
That's an interesting question. I can tell you right now, none of my neighbors have keys to my
No, you
house.
kidding me? I don't even know my neighbors. First of all, I see them and they see me, and that's enough. I observe them
And
enough to kind of know what's out of place and what's not. But no.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
you know what's interesting? This is why this is well. There's a lot of reasons I wanted to tell you this story, but I used to tell my kids. I said, unless you hear from me or your mom
Uh-huh.
that someone's coming over and to let them in, don't let them in. I
No.
said, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's grandma and grandpa.
Mm-mm.
I don't care. There's no reason in any
Mm-mm.
world where somebody should be sliding through my house unannounced,
Unannounced. Yeah, no.
unknown.
Oh, no, 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 no. Bro,
Mm.
bro, that is one of
Why?
my biggest pet peeves
Don't slide up
is
through here like you
coming
like
over
what?
unannounced. What the fuck? What?
Mm.
What? No, absolutely not.
You don't pay bills here? No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
bro. That's that whole story. I was just like, oh,
What the?
bro.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. They did not end up calling him because they were like, I bet he has a restraining order. I would.
100%. I'm surprised she didn't get arrested. I'm surprised she didn't get arrested
Yeah, and for those of you
Immediately.
listening, that is still breaking an entry because you lied to gain
Yeah.
entry.
What the fuck?
You can't do that either, for those who don't know.
I
I
don't,
just wanted to tell you that story.
I don't know what's more strange, his response or hers.
I can somewhat well, I can put myself in his shoes a little bit, being like, "I'm scared. What did she do to my house? Is she armed? She's in my kitchen. There's
Yeah,
probably knives. We're just gonna keep this real calm because she's so crazy. Like, if anything happens, she might call the cops on me. Like, you see what
exactly,
I'm saying? Like, now
exactly.
imagine if he was like, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my house." She's like, "Oh my god!" And she called 911. What does the cop do?
Yeah,
Like, I
bro.
was thinking all these thoughts, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
yeah,
shit, this dude's got to be like, let's just everyone stay
yeah.
calm."
He
I
played it
don't know.
well.
I would have been like this, checking my body, like, "Oh,
Uh,
did
Still
she
not
do
working.
anything to me? All right,
Still not working.
am I bleeding?" Also, my man. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever slept so hard that someone could just be leering in my house and
And
I
you're
wouldn't
not.
know.
No.
Like, I don't know, bro.
Oof,
Maybe. I don't know.
oof, bro. That is oof.
Also, to be banging on the door. Well, that's not true. I could probably
No, no,
ignore
no, no,
20
no.
minutes.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah. If
I,
there's a certain level of sleep of being tired that like you're probably not gonna hear that. But like
someone
for
coming
example.
up in your space, bro. I don't know.
For example, when I guess I rolled over my phone one night, I mean my watch, and they did the whole the iPhone emergency thing.
Oh no.
Talking about content. It was you. It was you. You're one of them. My parents were
Yeah.
blowing me up. You were blowing me up, bro. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. I
You
remember. I was like,
remember
bro,
that?
are you good?
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm waking up. What's up, man? Everybody blowing me up. Something happened? "Nah, man, your thing went off." I was like, "Oh, I didn't hear that shit at all. Not even at all. Not in the slightest bit." But
Yeah.
the bro, now the layering thing would be the scariest part, right? Because it's like you can I don't know how to explain it, but I'll probably have to research this and bring this to the science philosophical corner one day. But you could just feel shit in a space,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It's like there's the ether or whatever occupies whatever room. So like any space that you're in, there's shit in here. Somebody walks into a room or something comes into a room, it's like you can feel that shit. Like I don't have
Oh,
to
for
be looking
sure.
at it. I can feel that shit. Like I can feel when somebody turns the TV on 2 rooms away. You know what I'm saying? Like it. So the fact that you didn't wake up for that all night,
Yeah.
nah, bro. The
Yeah,
Folgers
I don't
coffee,
know.
like a commercial that woke you up, nah, brother. You got a problem.
Yeah, this up you have to reevaluate your life choices, whatever he's doing. I
Yeah.
was actually back to the oral or the feeling thing. I was telling somebody this, I think just yesterday, we were talking, and it does come from I was telling stories about my time from the Secret Service
Yeah.
because you meet a lot of, well, you meet a lot of people, bro. Just to recap, Secret Service, you talking to world leaders, kings, queens, presidents, all the way down to, homeless people and junkies trying to get up into your site because that's whatever,
Yeah.
you got to be able to talk to all levels.
Hmm.
But some of the powerful, wealthy, you know, people, I'd say 90% of them are just what they appear to be. Like they're just
Hmm.
human beings that, I don't know, whatever it is. But every now and again, and I'm not going to name them because that's not where we at. But
Yeah.
they come into they'd come into the room. You're like, ooh, something's wrong.
Hmm.
Like you feel like something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll tell you off the air. But there was one combo. There was two individuals that came into the White House,
Hmm.
bro. All the agents started clocking like, "Yo, what's going on with that?" Like,
Yeah.
it just the feeling, it's weird, bro.
Hmm.
There's no arm, there's no ill intent, they're very nice and to your face or whatever, but you're like, "Nah, something
Something's off.
feels
Yeah.
wrong."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 But
something ain't
it's
right.
something.
It's
Yeah.
weird, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah. And I
That's
think
why
it's
I
a
can believe in lizard people and shit. Because 'cause I'm like,
oh no, 100%.
it's not what they're doing, it's how I feel when they're
Feel it.
around.
Yeah.
Something is wrong.
Something's uneasy about it, and it's like what?
Yes.
And it's not like it's a different
Like a
level than
predator just came into the house, bro.
right. It's
Yeah.
like in for what we're talking about. It's different than like it's different. It's not necessarily like a gut feeling or like intuition or like that.
No,
That's not what we're talking about.
I
It's
can't
like
explain it.
it's hard to
Yeah.
explain, but it's like you just the like you said the aura or whatever's like cast over them or following them. You're like, bro, wait a minute, hold on. And it's like, and it's hard to quantify this in a way to like explain it to people, but like especially doing the cop thing, right? So you can kind of tell when something's about to break bad before it happens. Like right, right,
Mhm. You
right before
feel it.
something happens, you feel it. You're like,
Mhm.
this is something's about to happen. This is about to change.
Yeah.
Something developing in the air. You feel it. Like I need to do something right now before this flips a different way. I got to do something right now.
Yeah, I can't compare so that, this is what I'm trying to explain. So cop sit, street shit, it's like it's experience, it's like you're seeing it's almost like you see what I'm trying to articulate to you is like they entered the building,
Hmm.
you're on the other side, and I don't know, people talk about the hair on the back of your
Yeah.
neck. I've seen because I clocked it,
Hmm.
where those little baby hairs
Hmm.
stick straight out, bro, like, whoop, and you're like,
Yep.
but you can almost feel the hair on your neck standing out, like something is not right, something's off,
Hmm.
and it's funny because all of a sudden you hear radio traffic, everyone starts like, "Hey, you good?" Like, they start checking on each other,
Hmm.
and then it's like, "No, I'm good," like, "What's going on? Were you tracking something?" It's just that feeling, and it's weird because it's not like it's just a you thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Bro, did you see that?" I was like, yeah, bro, I was it's almost like it's funny because it's like we're all used to being the predator, so to speak, like the
Yeah.
one, right?
Hmm.
And then you see like it's almost funny, like we all start huddling together, like checking each
Okay, it's like, what?
like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone right now. I feel something weird.
As the as the
It
great
doesn't happen often. It's weird
no,
when it happens.
it's like
Yeah.
as the great Sharo would tell us, right? He's
Mhm.
like, you are the and like you're talking about, right? He's like, you are the predator in the room, right? You're the shark that
Yeah,
swims into
you're the
you're the
shark in the
shark that
water. Yeah.
that swims into the reef. Everything is reacting to you. So when you not necessarily like feel like a predator, but when you feel like things aren't happening the way they're supposed to be, something's off.
Mhm.
With
Something's wrong.
the normal order of
Yeah.
things is off.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I
Yeah.
got to check that out. What the fuck is going on? So 100%.
Yeah. Because like, keep in mind, you're in the White House.
Mhm.
Now, there's and you're used to the ebb and flow of life, right? That
Yeah.
happens because there's people that work there that are just like
Mhm.
whatever, bored, whatever. People who are excited, people who are nervous, anxious, whatever. You're used to all that, and also you've been around world leaders, powerful people, extremely wealthy people. You've seen it. You see how they all react. And then you get that one off, and you're like,
Mhm.
he that this is not what's happening.
Yeah.
Something's off. They're not responding the way anyone I've ever seen respond.
Yeah. Lizard person.
Bro, I think I called you on one of those times. I was like,
Yeah.
I understand now. I get it.
Yeah.
Because well, I think it was. I know I quote Joe Rogan all the time, and it might not even be him, but now I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
He's the catch-all for I don't know where I heard it. Maybe Joe
Yeah.
Rogan. I don't know, but I believe it was him. They were talking about where lizard people came from,
Mhm.
like that idea,
Mhm.
and he was talking to somebody else that was uber fucking wealthy, and they're like, "Yeah, wealthy people are fucking weird. They don't have any understanding of what the rest of the world is
So,
even. They don't get it." And I mean, it's hard to articulate and capture
mhm.
in words, but it's like there's in such a different stratosphere.
Mhm.
Like, I think there's that one with Steve Jobs, like, "How much is a gallon of milk?" He's like, "I don't know, $20." He don't know,
You don't
bro.
know.
Like, do you know how much that would devastate families if milk
Yeah.
went to $20 a
$20?
gallon? But,
Like,
like,
bro, god dang.
he doesn't know, right?
Yeah. You live in a different
He's in a
he's at
different he's in
a
a
different level of
he's not
existence,
even.
bro.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I'll give you one because you understand.
Mhm.
People get so mad when they try to explain their college experience.
Mhm.
Because they're like, "Oh my god, all these applications, I did all this stuff, I tried to go," and then they would go to college and they're like, then they had to do their classes and that was stressful and they had to go get their books and like they had to wait in these long lines and they talk about all these experiences and I'm just like, "Huh."
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't do that?" I was like, "No, I had colleges that wanted me to go there." And I said, "Yeah, okay, sure, I'll go." And then when each semester shift changed, I would go to the athletics section and just pick up my books in my
Yeah.
class schedule.
Yeah.
Bro, hands down, they all go, "Oh, I fucking hate you."
You're one of those, like, "Oh, okay,
You're one of those people.
I
It's really the same thing.
yeah, I understand."
It's such a different vibe, bro.
And then I immediately feel like an asshole. I was like, I wasn't trying to be a dick.
Uh, Remember I
I
said unintentional asshole. I wasn't
yeah,
trying to be an
I wasn't
asshole.
trying
I'm
to be an
just
asshole.
telling
It's
you
like,
my
"Oh, yeah,
experience. Yeah.
yeah, I can unfortunately, I cannot relate to what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're
I
talking
don't have a
about.
shared experience on that one. I have a
Well,
completely different story."
so dad talk.
Mhm.
Went on a college tour,
Uh-huh.
which also I never did. Right?
Mhm.
For those who don't understand, when you're getting recruited to be a athlete
It's a
at a
different
D1
experience.
school,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not walking around the campus on a student-led tour. Matter of fact, I don't think I knew where one fucking building was because that
Uh,
wasn't where my recruiting occurred.
yeah,
I'll phrase it that way.
that wasn't the pitch.
And that was not the
That
pitch.
was not the pitch.
No. Uh, but I did this but now I'm in dad mode and I'm like, "Oh, oh,
"Oh, honey, look
oh,
at
this is
this.
so
This
amazing.
is
Oh,
cool.
the
Look at that.
amenities. Oh my god." And they're like, "Oh, we have 700 clubs and we have all these things." I was like, "Oh,
How
oh."
interesting. Mm."
But I laughed and my daughter laughed because they're like, "Oh, that's the athletic dorms. You won't be staying there." And my daughter looks at me and she goes, that was you, wasn't it? And I was like,
Yes,
yes, it was.
yes, it was.
Also, also you could tell there's a little bit of something in there because the student leading the tour
Hmm.
was like, when you're a freshman and even a sophomore, you can't have a car. A lot of people don't have a car the whole time because you got to pay all this for parking. And she's like, parking it is expensive. And then she had a little caveat: unless you're an athlete, then that's different. Are any of you guys? She goes, I don't know why I'm asking that. None of you guys, nobody would, none of the athletes would be on this tour. Like she
Exactly.
said that's out loud.
Yeah, exactly. She's right.
Uh, my daughter was just like,
She's
I hate.
she's right.
I was like, don't get mad.
She's 1,000% right. Even
You're in a different. It's a different. But what, my point is, it's a different world.
yeah, even over 20 years ago, that still holds true. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I remember when. We'll talk about it offline. I'm trying to figure out if I should talk about this individual. You know who I'm talking about.
Mhm,
Her college experience. We were in Montana together. We'll phrase it
mhm.
that way.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how I feel about that. I'm hesitant to bust that out. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying. But anyway, her experience, she was like, "Oh, she's trying to get into residency."
mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome. Like the recruiting trips, they're gonna fly you out, show you a good time." And bro, the look of just complete like, are you insane? She's like, "No, I have to pay to go there, pay to stay in a hotel. They interrogate me, not interview, for 3 days, and I have to do it 20, 30 times and hope that one of them maybe might take me." And then I looked at her like, "What?"
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That sounds
Sounds
awful. Why would
terrible.
you ever wanna do that? She's like, "I hate you so much."
That sounds terrible.
I was like, "They didn't fly you out first class, put you up in a dope hotel, and, like, just take you out to
Drive you
party and hang out in
around
all the
and
cool fun spots and go to,
no,
like, frat parties and shit?" She's like, "No, no. No, they
no,
treat you like absolute shit, and you pay for the privilege." I was like, "Oh, that sounds
mm,
terrible.
that's not what I did, but okay.
That's not what I did. That sounds awful." Ah, she's gonna
Again,
hate me for telling that story.
I would need to be an asshole, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, does that not sound terrible? I will say this is a rebuke on our medical system.
Mhm,
Uh, she's a surgeon, and I'm
mhm.
like, "Don't we need those?
Yeah, it
Like,
should
a
be, right?
lot? Like, really bad, we need those? We need
Mhm.
doctors and surgeons and all that, like, the whole medical we need all of that."
Yeah, shouldn't you want the best ones at your school?
Yeah, right? And, like,
Yeah,
wine and dine them?
yeah.
I mean, that's what I would think, but
That's what I
no.
think, but no, they don't
No,
do
the
that.
medical system is this: go to school for 10 years,
Mhm,
8 to 10, whatever, depending on your profession. Matter of fact, I just found out, like, neurosurgeons and, like, thoracic surgeons, it's like 15 to 20 years of whatever. She goes, "Also, they treat you like absolute shit. Like you are a terrible person. You're dumb. You're
mm,
awful. You shouldn't be here. You should absolutely quit every single day." And then on top of that, you're bro,
yeah,
you're literally wiping shit out of other adult humans' assholes,
yeah,
cleaning up their puke, cutting and draining pus and infections out of their body. All of that to then become a doctor, surgeon, whatever, where you
yeah,
do make very good money,
mhm,
to then be like, "Oh, must be nice. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
yeah,
Healthcare's too expensive. You make too much money. Why are you making so much money?" I'm like,
mhm.
"Bro."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I will say I laughed and I was talking to my daughter because there was a bunch of, what am I trying to say? They were in the nursing program.
okay,
And again, these are all 18, 19-year-old
mhm,
males, females, whatever. And so we went to this huge nursing facility, whatever. It's like monstrous. And my daughter was just like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And I'm like, "Yeah, I hope they understand for like a lot of their life, they're just going to be cleaning up and wiping people's butts. And they're going to have actual feces on their body most of the time,
It's gonna be at the beginning, it's gonna be a lot of that, a lot of that.
a lot."
Yeah, which is unfortunate. It's
But
where to
also
start?
think about the person who needs that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a standing agreement with everybody in my family.
Mhm.
If I cannot wipe my own
Yeah. Cut the
butt,
show, bro. Cut it.
let me out. I wanna go.
Yeah,
Let
I'm
me
out.
I'm a wrap.
I'm out. I'm good.
Now, before everybody hates, I know there's reasons and disabilities. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking like I'm 80, 90 years old. I
I'm
can't wipe
talking
my
about
own
me.
asshole.
Yeah, I'm talking
And
about
I'm
me and
talking
my
about
life.
me. Talk about you.
I'm talking about me and the
Like,
quality of my
that's to
life.
be your
Yeah.
last memory of your mom and dad is like,
No. No, bro, it's terrible.
yeah.
Absolutely not. That's ugh. I don't even think about that. Yeah. No, I'm ugh.
Anyway,
No.
let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on one. I've been drinking 4 roses, so all right, let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it.
Let's
We're
jump into it.
25 minutes in. We have not talked about one topic.
One thing yet. That's fine.
We've been talking about
uh,
oh, bro, hold on real quick. I was recording with Mo, and I had listened to our last 56 episode that was out on
uh,
Monday. I don't know if you listened to it or not, but first 10, 15 seconds, I dropped the fuck shit asshole bomb right off the rip. Came in
out the gate.
super
Bam.
hot. I mean, this is 18 and up for sure, the
Oh
show,
yeah.
all day long, but I'm like, I'm gonna try to tighten it up. I think I already did that again.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it is what it is.
listen, highs and lows, ebb and flow.
It is what it is. It's a realistic show. It's a realistic show. That's how we speak.
Listen,
Um,
these are real conversations.
yeah. Let's see. The first thing we got down is oh, this is a good one. Do people want the truth? Right.
No.
And as a secondary question, how much truth can one handle? Right.
Yep.
So thinking
Can I give
about
you my
that.
take? Can I
Go
give you
ahead.
my take?
Go ahead.
Ritalин's kicking in, bro. Uh, extended release Ritalin. It kicks
Gotta
in
get
at
it out.
different
Gotta
times.
get it out. Go ahead. The autism. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it is. I'm gonna say, 1, people don't want the truth, period, the end.
Hmm.
2, the amount of truth depends on the level of relationship you have.
Hmm.
I have told my children pretty much their whole life. I think I've talked about it on this show and Street Tales. I've said a lot of things that, from a place of pain that they remind me that I told them, and I'm like, "God, I said that to you?" This is one of the ones that I said that I still stand by.
Hmm.
I have told them since they were probably too little to understand what I was saying. I was like, "I'm not your friend. I'll never be your friend. I'm your dad. You may never have another adult or human being in this world that'll tell you the truth. I will always tell you the truth, and it may hurt you a lot. I will not lie to you when it comes to you. Like, if you ask me something like, Dad, is this fucked up? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. It doesn't mean I don't love you. I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to see you succeed. I said, I will always tell you, period, the end.
Hmm.
Now, that's my children. So
Yeah.
you can't replicate that as a friend. So I would also say friendships though, right? The
Hmm.
ebb and flow of friendships. Uh, super close. Like, you and I have talked.
Yeah.
I will say people have talked about that. We don't joke around or fuck around with each other,
Yeah. No.
but
We don't.
we tell each other fucked up shit that we do. And it's like, bro, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
mean like we're still friends.
Yeah. So yeah, you might be in the wrong on that one, Beta.
Yeah, that's I don't
Yeah.
know how to help you. You fucked up
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But now extend beyond that. No, people don't want to hear the truth.
No,
That's
no,
my
no,
point.
no. No, I'll agree with you. I don't think people want to hear the truth. I think as and obviously we're speaking, majorities, right? Thinking as a majority, I think most
Yeah.
people do not want to hear the truth. I think they
No.
want to hear um, whatever is going to further or continue their delusions, or make them feel better about whatever it is that they think they want.
Yeah.
They want agreements, not necessarily the truth, right?
Yes.
They definitely want agreements. Um, and how much truth can you handle? I think that's a difficult one to answer. I think on a whole level. I think it depends on what, like you said, where it's coming from, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Who it's coming from.
who it's coming from, where it's coming, the place of, where it's coming from, right? Is this truth with I just want you to know this, or is this truth with I'm trying to hurt you with the truth, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like you know what I
Mm.
mean? I think there's a difference.
Mhm.
I'm telling you something that's truthful, but I want it to sting. I'm telling you what the sting of it versus like, hey, not necessarily like land this plane softly, but this is
Yeah.
something that you need to hear versus I'm trying to hurt you with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking while you were talking about this, I was thinking about this. I was like, to think of the question in another way, right? How much truth can you handle? Now, what if I pose a question to you? We're both of us believe in high power and believe in
Hmm.
God and all that kind of thing. Whatever, so for people out there, whatever you believe in, right? We'll put us in the comment. Whatever you believe in, right? I was like, could you handle if the truth comes out, if the were true, everything, if the truth was in opposition to everything you believe, could you handle that?
Who's telling me this, or how am I receiving this
It's
truth?
it's an objective truth. It doesn't matter.
It just is what it
It
is.
just is what it is. Because, like, for example, you come to find out for shits and giggles, right? Come to find out, it is an objective, non-discussion proof the Earth is flat. Could you handle that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Hmm.
now, right? What if comes out and says everything that you believe? For example, if you believe in the God of the Bible, right?
Hmm.
What if it comes out everything about that book is absolutely false, is true, none of it exists, whatever. And that is what you base your pillars off of, your whatever. It's like, could you handle that?
I, I have to answer that with like a statement. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Uh, the short answer is probably. It's not
Hmm.
a hard yes or no.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I heard something. Now this was on Rogan, and they were. It was about aliens.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
So
Yep.
take it for what it is.
Hmm.
I can handle aliens. I can handle all that. The one that has stuck with me and still kind of bothers me a little bit. Actually, two parts to this statement.
Hmm.
One is we are basically cattle,
Huh.
and what they harvest from us are our souls. That one bothers me. I don't think I could handle that because then that means nothing matters.
Mm.
If I'm just livestock for my soul to be harvested at a certain
Mm.
point, that's a rough one.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
The other one, and again, this was Elon
Hmm.
saying we live in a simulation. Those two things, I think, I don't know that I could handle that. Everything else,
Hmm.
I feel like to varying degrees.
Hmm.
I mean, you've heard stories of dudes that like raise their kids for 18 years and find out it ain't his.
Yeah. Exactly.
Would that devastate the shit out of me? Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. But what
Yeah.
could I live and be like it's not outside the realm of possibility, right?
Hmm.
That's like the worst thing I could possibly think of in this
Hmm.
moment. I don't know what else would trump that personally.
Okay. I guess better way
But
to
to
answer
be like
questions.
you're livestock or this is
Yeah.
all bullshit and you're just like in the Matrix where you're just a human battery and they're just
Yeah.
pumping. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers, why'd you make me grow up in a trailer park? You sons of bitches.
Or if it's, yeah, like you said, Ed, if that whatever true thing that is outside the realm of possibilities that you thought it could be.
Yes, that I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how I would deal with that or address that.
that's yeah. That's a tough question, obviously, because you can't really answer that.
Yeah, how
I
do
don't
you
know. I don't
I
know if
don't
there's
know.
anything. I don't know if there's anything. You know me. I'm into the fucking the skeptic, conspiracy theory shit. So
Mhm.
there's really not much that I haven't really considered at some point. Like, is this a
Yeah, for sure.
simulation? Is this real or not? Are we, like the have you ever really died before? Your conscious jump, like all of these things that I kind of that
The what is it, reincarnation? Yeah.
yeah, quantum
Memory or whatever the fuck you
yeah,
called it.
the quantum immortality. There you go, quantum immortality.
Yeah, there you
Right,
go.
shit like
Yeah.
that. Right, even that. Like, okay, all right, could be, could
Sure,
not be.
whatever.
Considered it, right?
Sure.
Um,
I got some questions and I have some qualms if that's how it is because I'm like, you
yeah,
motherfuckers, why'd you make my childhood so
you
hard?
know what I'm saying? But I was like,
You motherfuckers.
uh, I think about uh, the Men in Black movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't know why I was trying to blame on that. I was thinking about the
I might
scene,
watch that tonight, bro.
but
I might
I
watch
love
that
it. I love
tonight.
the movie. I almost know that movie heart like word for word. But then, the scene when he's when Kay's recruiting Will Smith's character, right? He's not Jay
Yeah.
yet. right? Recruiting them. And he's showing them all the shit, showing them the aliens, taking them out. All the shit is in plain sight. You just never seen it before,
Mhm.
blah, 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 right? And he asked him, like why the secret? Like why the secret? People can handle it. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then he's like, you goes
People are
into
smart.
he's like people are smart, they can handle it. He said, no, a person is smart.
Yeah.
People are dumb, panicky
Mhm.
animals, and you know it. And I was like, I think he might be kind of right on that. I think,
Let me ask you this.
yeah,
To that point, I thought about this the other day. When you see a group of people running from something,
hey, we got to run first.
would you run with them?
What am I doing? Am I working?
No,
I'm just on my personal
but you
time.
are who you are and all the knowledge and training you have right now.
I got to run first.
You would run first?
Yeah, I gotta meander away with them first, and then kind of figure out what's happening. At some point. I mean, you gotta verify at some point. But like, if they're all running, and I can't be the only
Yeah,
one like not doing it. You know what I'm saying? But not to the point of like I'm just gonna follow them blindly as far as they run. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they're just run.
yeah,
Like for example, like we just joining on a fucking marathon. And this, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not just in a
yeah, yeah,
marathon
yeah.
because you didn't see them. I'm like, you got like, hey man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
no, we just like, whoa, no, I got to verify at some point.
what prompted the thought was the video imagery of what happened in New York with the protest that was happening in front of
Mhm.
the mayor's house,
Yes,
Mamdani, and then
yeah,
the people threw
hmm,
or whatever.
yeah,
That's the story. But then you look at some of the video footage and they're like, "Oh shit, did he just throw a bomb? Man, that don't look." They're just standing around
just
it like,
standing, yeah. I
"Man,
was like,
that ain't a bomb," and they start ragging on people that were running.
I was
I'm
like, all
like,
right, man.
"Wait, which one would I be? I don't know which one I would be." Wait, is that for real a bomb? I was like, "Wait, is that?" And then it made me go introspective. I'm like, "Is that because of my training and my experience, or is that just who I am as a person?" Like, would I be the one that just gets blowed up, or would I be like, "Oh shit, that's a bomb," even if it was like a trash bag full of dirt? I'd be like,
Yeah,
"Oh shit, it's a bomb." I
yeah,
don't know.
so I can figure that out later if I'm wrong or not. I mean, but I can only figure it out later if I'm safe and if I'm alive.
I just love the fact that whoever was on I can't remember. I don't know any of these people. And listen, this is not political. I'm not on
Yeah,
whatever. Blah 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 blah. I'm just talking about the human reaction
yeah,
to somebody throwing something that they lit on fire with a fuse and threw
yeah.
it in the midst of you.
They're just
Half the
looking at it.
people ran. The other half were like, "Man, that ain't a real bomb. Man, those guys are fuck." And they start ragging on the people that ran. I was like,
Mm,
"Bro, what?"
I think you
So
got that backwards.
if you're right, okay, fine. If you're wrong, you're dead. I don't like those odds.
Exactly. I don't like those
I
odds.
don't
You know what
like
I'm saying? I
those
don't like
odds,
those odds at
bro.
all. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
like those odds.
Yeah.
So that guy just does that make me a pussy? Maybe, but I'm alive though.
If making me a pussy is one side I don't die, the other side I do die, then okay,
Okay,
so be it.
cool. It is
Because
what it is.
I don't okay, I don't get it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm
I'm not
100% fine with that. Manhood
yeah.
intact. I'm good. Yeah, fine.
Bro,
Perfectly fine.
BJ, with your training and experience,
Yeah, but what?
someone throws something that's on fire
Yeah.
and in a container,
Yep.
man, that ain't a real bomb. That's not my thought, bro. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta I'm running."
100% not.
I'd be diving under something, bro.
100% not my thought.
Oh, bro, it
100%.
had me fucking dying, bro.
I did see that. And I was like, why are people?
Did you
Why you
see
guys
the
just stand
video, like
there?
the little clip or
Yeah.
whatever?
I was like, why are
Oh
motherfuckers
my
just
god.
standing there? I was like, what are you doing?
What?
It's
Yeah,
like the same, bro. It's like the same shit. You see all these videos of like before, like right before a shooting happens, like in a
yeah,
crowd. We're not talking about like mass casualty type like terrorist shit, right? We're talking about like you got like there's a function going on, and like
yeah.
even you can either see it or in my mind I'm like something told you to take your phone out and start recording,
Yes.
right? I was like
Yeah.
something about what's happening told you to get your phone out and start recording it
Mhm.
as if one either this is gonna get good, this is gonna be entertaining, or something may happen, and you still stood there, and then the shots
Yes.
start going off, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, like what are you
Mhm.
talking about?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
you didn't see the signs of what's happening. Is it picking up?
Listen,
You know what I mean?
that ties into our last episode where I talked about one of my other, uh, time wasters, dumb ways to die.
No,
It's
this
like
is
you're
very
watching
dumb,
stuff,
man.
you're because I also think that who's recording this? This isn't from like security, like stagnant security
Yeah.
footage. Someone has a phone out
Hmm.
you're watching this individual, like, he's they're gonna die, and you're
Yeah,
just
like
like,
you're,
"Yo,
yeah,
this is gonna be great."
yeah. So you see two grown, men, like two. They're gonna be grown men. You just see one or at least two, or at least two people, right?
Yeah,
You see their demeanor. They're very like they mean business. Like
yeah,
they want to cause harm to another person, right? With whatever's going on. Oh, he reached in his waistband. I'm just gonna still stand here and
mhm.
keep recording because I can be a whatever because I want to be the one that got the video. Like that shit is that baffles me.
And I will always laugh. It's not funny what's happening.
No.
It's and I'm specifically speaking to the person recording. When they do what you're talking about,
Mhm.
and then you get the frantic running, and then be like and then they turn it to their face, "They shooting, y'all."
You're like, what? I can't believe that just happened. What do you mean you can't believe this happened? You recorded it. You what what what? I
Bro,
was like, you were
again,
standing there. I was like, you have the context before the video even started
yeah,
to
yeah,
know something was about to happen, and you still kept on recording it.
correct.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, we'll move on
I
from
don't know.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, people don't want the truth. Depending on where it's coming from, people don't want a lot of truth for sure. Um, hold on. Tie into
Mm,
to the previous story with the Tinder date.
mm,
Also, I just wanna she says because they were like, "You lied to the neighbor to get into this man's house that you've never met before." She goes, "It was just a white lie." I just wanna address this. A white lie is not, uh, saying I'm somebody's sister, like, you're lying to commit a crime. That's not a white lie.
not a white lie.
A white lie is like, "Babe, do these jeans make me look fat?" "No, baby, you look beautiful." I didn't address the fat part, I just said you look beautiful. That's the white lie. Or
Yeah,
your 4-year-old goes, "Dad, is Santa Claus real?" Of course he's like,
yeah,
we're talking about fictional shit. Lying to commit a crime, that's you can't
completely
say, "Oh,
different.
it was just a white lie." No, no, ma'am.
No, no,
No,
no, no,
ma'am.
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no, no,
ma'am.
no, no, no.
That's
No.
not you're saying that word, you don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, 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 no. That's yeah.
Ah.
My God.
Alright, we'll move on, sorry.
Um, I was thinking about this the other day, and we talked about the context of the question offline. So I just
Yes.
posed the question, right? Um, if you have to keep selling something or
Oh, yes.
bragging about how good it is to
Mhm,
everyone else, like you have to keep like upselling whatever it is, whether it be a
mhm.
product or yourself or whatever. Um, is it really good? Is it really valuable?
That's such a good question, bro. That's such a good question.
I personally don't
Uh,
think it is. To me,
mm.
that says literally that said to me that says the opposite.
You know, can I put it in a different context?
Mhm,
'Cause this ties into podcasting,
mhm,
and there's all these and listen, I'll make it quick, cut me off if I go too long. I do a lot of research on
mhm,
how to gain followers, reach, all these things,
mhm,
and I can't do it.
mhm.
One of the big ones is hammer clips, like, reuse clips over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like 20 times a day, you'll see the same
Uh-huh,
fucking clip on all the platforms.
mhm.
And these platforms have massive followings. So obviously it works for them. I can't do it because I'm like, if it wasn't good the first time you saw it, is it gonna be good the 100th time? I can't do it.
Yeah,
And that listen, that someone's probably might comment and be like, "Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. That's why your channel hasn't grown or whatever." Maybe.
maybe, maybe not.
It's just who I am as a person, bro. I don't know. Because obviously I want to be successful. I would love to turn this into a full-time job so we don't
Yeah,
have day jobs.
yeah,
I would love for all those things to happen, but there's just certain things I'm like, I can't do it, bro.
yeah. I don't consume we talked about it before. Like, I don't consume
To
things
me,
like
that's
that.
selling something.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not even 3 times.
yeah. That's
There's
programming.
there's clips that I have seen since the first time I've opened YouTube or
Mhm.
Instagram. I'm like, I remember this from like 20 fucking years
Yeah,
ago.
so why are we looking at this again?
And it's not a repost. It's like they just keep pushing. It's just
Mhm.
over and over and over and over. I don't want to be that guy, bro.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, yeah, I don't know. To like it's like for example, to me, it says the opposite, right? It's like,
Yeah.
to me, it says you don't believe in what you're saying and what you're putting out there, right?
Or that's your only good idea. That's the only good clip you have.
Yeah. In regards to the clips, yes.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry. I
Yeah.
know this is a broader scale. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to bring it into the world that I understand what you're saying. That could
Yeah.
tie into
Yeah.
uh, actually, I think we
Perfectly.
talked about this. Also, I love people who are just now finding 56'N, by the way.
Mhm.
We're at almost 80 episodes.
Hey.
Tip of the cap. Oh, boop, boop,
Mhm.
boop. You know what? I got to keep track of that because we got to do something for our 100th episode.
Yeah, we do.
It's a big deal. Most podcasts fail at 8 episodes. They'd stop. And let me say, when I say most, it's like 96%, which
Yeah.
I thought was a wild number. Might
Yeah.
not be true. That's what the internet says.
That's what the internet says.
Anyway, but people who are like, "Hey, man, do you have another podcast called 56'N?" I'm like,
yes.
"Yes." Oh, dude, it's always a positive thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. They're like, "How long you been doing?" I was like, "I don't know. We have 80 episodes." They're like, "What?"
Like, yeah.
I was like, "I literally talk about both shows, and now we got to talk about. I'm trying to have a conversation with you
Mhm.
with Mo and her sister. I'm like, I talk about it, maybe not every episode, but a lot of episodes, and also, it's in the description of the videos,
It is.
and it's on our website. And I'm
It is.
sorry, in case we haven't talked about it in a while, at least on 56'N,
Okay.
Street Tales Volume 1.
The book is out. I just
Wait,
put it
wait,
on the shelf. I just put it
on
on
all
the shelf
streaming
right here.
platforms, on all
Yeah.
platforms. What
Sniper
was
out
that?
now.
What was it?
Digital platforms.
On all
Sniper out
digital
now.
platforms. Shout out. Sniper. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's
Mhm.
because I don't push the same. I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, no. It's like we're gonna put out the most recent thing, and then that's gonna,
We're gonna move
but
on.
yeah,
I don't know.
you know. So to me, I think it's like, okay. At some point, it feels like you're trying to program me to believe what you're saying, and you're not
Yeah.
actually, like you're relying on programming versus the quality of whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, um, I don't know how people use this analogy or whatever all the time. It's like, you've
Mhm.
never seen a Rolls Royce commercial.
No.
It's like,
Matter of
no,
fact, they don't advertise. They
you don't
spend no money on
advertise at all.
marketing. I
Zero.
actually, funny enough, I watched a video on this.
Mhm.
It was Rolls-Royce doesn't market or advertise. What they do is their advertising is they will park Rolls-Royces next to private jets. Because if you can afford a private jet, you can afford
Of
a
course,
Rolls-Royce.
right? They're based off of, if you have to ask, you can afford it,
Correct.
right?
Also, Rolex does the same thing. You can't
Mhm.
just walk into a Rolex store and buy a Rolex.
You have to get
Some of that
invited.
is some of that is wild to me,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's like, well, I see Rolexes in the store.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, you
no.
can't
This
you can't buy that.
these are not for you. These are
That's not for
display.
you.
This is displays
But
only.
listen,
We'll let you know.
we'll let you know. You can be put on a list and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
we'll select you to buy
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Same thing with Ferrari, because you hear about people getting in trouble for Ferrari or Lambos when they like sell them to a friend or
Resell them.
something.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
can't do that.
yeah. We don't.
You're not allowed.
We will not sell you another one.
We'll never sell you another one.
Yeah, right. You want my money? Messes up my
No, we
brand.
don't.
No,
No, we don't.
no.
Bugatti does that too. Like, you buy a
Yeah,
Bugatti, that's yours until
yeah.
that's
We
it.
don't.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, it's
And
you know why?
if
Because
they catch wind that you do anything else with it, they'll never sell you another one.
you know why? Because it has some sort of, it has some sort of prestige, right?
Yeah.
Um,
They don't want to
and
see
I,
some scrub in a Bugatti.
yeah, and I look at it like, in the sense of like, obviously this is, social media is very, very prevalent, right? So you get the scrolling on shit. It's like, especially, I mean, men do it too, and women do it too. It's like they're selling themselves. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what are you, what exactly are you, like, what exactly are you selling me, or selling me on? The idea that
Actually,
you're like, what am I,
yeah.
what are you doing?
So BJ, I got to tell you, I was given advice
Mhm.
by a more popular podcaster,
Okay.
massive following, blew up. Like, first year has fucking 30,000 follow, all this shit.
Mhm.
He's like, you got to take your shirt off. I was like, what?
What?
That,
What?
but if you look at any fitness, bodybuilder, any influencer like that, they all have 20, 30, 40, 50,000 followers, all of them.
Mhm.
And you look at the content, it's just them working out with their shirts
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
flexing in the mirror.
Well,
Like I said, I haven't done that yet.
well, okay. Let's stay on that for a second.
I'm trying to help you with your sweat box, bro. You got to take your shirt off.
No, it's let's stay on that for a second, right? Let's stay on that for a second. I guess to me, and this could just be my view on it, won't be right? Like as far as the
Yeah.
bodybuilding thing goes, if that's what you do, that's your thing.
Mhm.
That comes with the territory,
Sure.
right? It's I guess it's a way of you present well, right? You can, and obviously people are smart. You can tell the difference between are you selling entertainment? Are you selling sex? Are you selling comedy? Are you selling fun? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like what exactly are you
What's your
putting out?
brand?
What
Sure.
is this? What is this? Right? And it's like, okay. And this is a different thing, right? So for example, somebody like Larry Wheels, right?
That's his whole deal, though. Yeah.
Right. But he is like it's not more of like a look at me, I'm so amazing. It's like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I just happen to be doing this. I happen to be letting you
Yeah.
in what I'm doing. This is a byproduct of what I was already doing. I'm not doing this for the sake of you to look at me because of this,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So it's different for it's like this is the videos that always annoy me. It's the videos of like it'll be a dude, or like I said, it'll be dudes do this too. So it'll be like a woman just like walking across the street in like a tight dress. I'm like,
Mhm.
but am I supposed to be looking at the dress? Are you selling the dress? Are you selling the heels? Is it the bag, or is it? Am I supposed to just be looking at you? Like what? Okay,
Yeah. What are we looking at?
what am I looking at? And it's like dudes do the same thing. It's like, oh, I'm having a nice suit on, taco meats out, whatever. Walking across the street, I'm like, okay, are you selling the suit, or are you? Is it the
What are
law
we
firm?
selling?
Or
Yeah.
what are we looking at? Am I supposed to just be looking at you? Like, man, get the keep scrolling. I want to look at that
Mhm.
shit. Same dude's like, okay, you got a BBL. Okay, scroll. You know,
Yeah.
the sweatbox
Well,
video, for example. To me, I just happen to be having fun. I would be doing that anyway, and I like music, so it is what it
yeah,
is.
you gotta reset some of your Instagram handle, bro. It's 18 or over, bro. Some of your last videos, I wanted to comment so bad. I was like, bro, what are you doing? But transitioning. The Trend Twins and Smave or Smav or whatever his name is.
Okay, yeah,
He's giant fucking
yeah.
Russian Ukraine. I don't know what the fuck he is, but
Oh,
he's
yes, 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 yes. That dude.
humongous human. He's got
Yeah.
hands bigger than
Oh,
yours.
bro, he's fucking yeah.
But he's doing like, I guess because now all these other bodybuilders and fitness people are like 10 units is wild.
Yeah.
Like most people do, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, whatever
Mhm.
it is. He goes like the elite top fucking bodybuilders in the world do 10, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're doing 100 to 120 a day.
Crazy.
He goes, they've already given up 3/4 of their life.
For what?
For what?
For what? For what?
Wow. But tying into something else,
Mhm.
because Mo and I were talking about this because we were talking about, podcast stuff. And I said, I was dying laughing. It was like, how you got too much money? And this was DJ.
Mhm.
And it had Joe Rogan with the green mink or whatever the fur coat and the giant glasses. I'm like, bro, you got too much money, bro. Stop. Whatever you're doing, stop, bro. So I was like, listen. If Street Tales or 50 Sixi'N or I'm trying to have a conversation with you, signs a $200 million contract.
Yeah.
Stop, bro.
They'll be
This
signed.
the show will be the same, but my
Yeah.
outfits will be outrageous.
Yeah, there will be signs. There will be signs.
I will have a full fucking mink coat. I'll be like, turn the AC down. I'm hot. But sir, you're wearing the mink coat. I said I'm hot. Turn the AC down.
Turn the AC down. We can afford it. Well, turn the AC down. Make it hot. Make it cold in this bitch. I
Make
want
it cold.
snow in the
I'm hot.
background. Let's go.
Yeah. Turn on the ice machine. I'm hot. Oh, bro.
I probably won't get a new grill. I'll just probably put diamonds actually on my teeth. Yeah.
Or what was his name? Who's the one that put the diamond in his forehead? Who was that?
Oh my god, Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert, bro.
I was like, bro, you Steven Universe?
Bro, you got too much money, bro. You got too much money, bro. Stop. That's you got too much money, and what are you doing? Stop it.
uh, all right,
Wow. All right.
let's transition to the next one.
All right.
So,
What do your pop-up question.
hold on. But this
Oh,
was
I'm sorry. I'm
this. I
sorry.
got
I
one more
jumped
thing.
ahead.
It's like 'cause I
Apologies.
learned this the other day, and I got to share it with you. So it was no, that's it's not a brand new fucking concept, right? But it's a new way to kind of like I guess say it is very catchy to say, right? It's the rule of three and me, right? If I encounter something, more than twice
Oh,
for a
yeah.
third time,
Yeah.
I'm probably the problem. It's
Why does this
probably
keep happening to
see, to
me?
me,
Yes.
right? It's like it's you, motherfucker. It's you.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
problem. You're the reason why this keeps happening. You keep picking. It's like in terms of dating, right? And I just
I can tell you where my mind went, but go ahead and finish your
right.
thought. Yeah.
It's like I did have to look at myself even more recently. It's like, man, why do I keep, you know, having the same issue over and over again, right? It's like,
Over and over. Yeah.
right? It's like the same. Yeah, I keep running into the same thing at some point. Like, it's probably something I'm doing. It's probably something I'm overlooking. I got to take some accountability. I got to fix this. I gotta lock this up. I got to tighten this up because I don't want to obviously keep keep going through the same thing or keep running into the same problem. Above my head against the wall, for example, right? And then, vice versa. I have female friends and like, oh, there's no good midnight house. I know it's the guys that you pick. It's the ones that
That's where
you
my
pick.
brain
No,
that's immediately where my brain went, bro.
yeah,
Not just girls though, guys and girls.
yeah, it's the ones
I'm
that
gonna die
you pick.
alone. There's no good men. There's
Yeah,
no good women. Whatever. It's like, no,
no,
that's not true.
you just don't pick good ones. That it's you.
Mhm.
You're the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
How come I keep getting cheated on? I was like, it's something you're doing.
You're
If
doing
everybody,
something,
if you're getting the same thing from everyone, it's probably something that you're doing at some point in some way. You
bro.
should probably address that.
Bro. This came up not like this week recently, but recently enough, like in the
Mm-hmm.
last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
It was a conversation I was having, and it was a post or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These two people were married, severely disabled, like wheelchair bound,
Hmm.
all these things. And it was like, how are they married? How did they find somebody, but I can't? And I was like, because that's just something about you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's either one or two things. And this comes back to what it ties into earlier, the truth part, right?
Yeah.
At this stage of the game, for people who are like, oh, I'll be single my whole life. Why am I single? I can't blah blah. So one or two things. First and most obvious thing, right? You want to be truthful to yourself. You're not attractive.
Could be.
The
My point being that, okay,
second thing,
continue.
second thing, you are attractive. You don't choose well. You have
Mhm.
very, very low discernment skills. You don't know how to pick
Yeah.
and navigate, relationships and people. And not even just dating relationships, work relationships, friendships, acquaintances. You
Mhm.
don't know how to navigate people and see the signs, set boundaries, and do these things. That's why you keep running into the same problems over and over and over again. It's like, and I think it magnifies the older that you get, the more life experience
Yeah.
that you get, it magnifies, right? When
Yeah.
you're high school, right? You're just learning how to like just be around people. So this is the first time
Yeah.
you're running into these
Sure.
things, right?
Yeah.
In your 20s, okay, maybe second time, damn, okay, right? Mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s. It's like all of my core friends I've known for at least 15 years minimum.
Yes.
I've had
Correct.
the same group of friends for a very, very long time.
Mhm.
It- right? So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, but if you're a person that's constantly cycling through friend groups, always cycling through people, always falling out with people, it's probably you, right? You can't hold a
Yeah.
job. You can't. I always got fired from this place. You're probably the problem. It's probably you.
Now, I will say 2 things, 2 parts to that.
Hmm.
1, the jobs part, because until I found what I actually was passionate about,
Hmm.
I was a terrible employee. Terrible. Awful. Awful employee. I'd like to think that I'm not terrible now.
Mhm.
I do have my faults. Obviously, I'm not saying
Depends on who you ask.
depends on who you ask. But I enjoy what I do now. How
Yeah,
about that? I
yeah.
actually hard, solid effort is given them, good
Mhm.
or bad, whatever. But I was a fucking terrible employee before finding my passion.
Yeah.
The bro, I miss shout out R.I.P. Kevin Samuelson.
Mhm.
I love that guy. I watched 10 hours of his shit one day just because I was like fascinated by what was
Yeah.
happening and it
Mhm.
covered the bat.
Mhm.
But one of the things that stuck out to me that I've quoted to other female friends um is when he was like the lady again, I am butchering Kevin Samuelson. Look him up. He still has a YouTube channel. He has all this
Yep.
stuff. And he is very much love him or hate him. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Man spoke the truth, bro, in ways that I'd never heard prior to hearing his stuff. There's a lot of things he said, but one of the things he said, he was talking to a lady. She was like 42. She had like 2 or 3 kids or whatever it was, and she's like, "I've got 4 PhDs." Whatever. Long story short, she was like, he's like, When do you allow a man to have sex with you?" She's like, "Oh, it's got to be at least 10 or 12 dates." I can't replicate his reactions, but he was like, he's like, "Ma'am, that ship has sailed a long time ago." "What do
Long
you mean?
time ago.
Why are you playing hard to get? You have 3
3
children."
children. You have 3 children.
Well, what are we
And you're
talking about?
40 and you're 40 something. You have 3
And you want
children.
a man that makes half a million a year.
Mhm.
Why would he pick you? I got 40. No, he doesn't care about your degrees. He
No.
doesn't.
Don't give
No,
2 shits about that.
especially a
Mm.
man in that stratosphere.
Yeah, the man that you're
They don't
describing
care.
doesn't give a fuck about that at all.
No. He's looking what put you aside with your 3 children from someone in their 20s? Why would and you're gonna make him wait?
You should be I remember this episode, he's like, "You should be giving it away."
Happily, enthusiastically.
I remember that.
Bro, you remember that shit?
I remember that one.
That one and the other one was again, his whole thing was like trying, how do I find a high value man? That was his whole
Mhm.
thing. So these were all women calling in, like, how do I find a high value man? And also he had a whole process. He would like, what's a high value man to you? And it was like somebody who makes whatever,
Okay.
6 figures. When you say 6 figures, like finding a man that makes over 100,000, you're in
Very
the top
difficult.
10% of the world. Of the
Not
world.
more than that, more
It's not.
less than that.
No,
Less than that. Probably top 5.
maybe.
Yeah.
And then you start talking about, oh, he needs to be making a million a year. He's like, nope, nope. And then he would say, all right, how old are you? What's your
What are the
biography? Like,
dimensions? Yeah.
what's your height and weight and all this stuff like that.
Mhm.
And if they started getting squirrely with him, he'd be like, boop, delete. He
Yep.
would hang up on him. He's like, I ain't dealing with that. Anyway, this young woman, she's like, oh, I'm 5'6", 220 pounds. He's like, well, you can hit the A gap like a motherfucker. That was Emmett Smith's body. Bro, I s I listened to that 5 years ago. I still laugh about it today, bro. You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker, bro.
Uh,
Bro, listen, that's not me saying it. That was Kevin Samuelson, but the man was speaking truth to people, bro.
I do remember that aspect.
And
I remember
honestly,
that
he
part.
was never mean about it.
No, never went out
Matter
of
of
he
fact,
never went out of his way to be mean. No.
he actually apologized after he goes, "I shouldn't have said that."
Mhm.
He actually apologized. It's not like some of these other shows where they have these women on like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a OnlyFans model. I've had,
Yeah.
800 partners and all that."
Yeah. He
And they
wasn't
just
yeah.
shit on him.
Yeah,
They
he
just
wasn't trying
shit
to
on him
dunk
for
on
2
women,
hours. He
that wasn't his
wasn't
goal.
trying to do that. He's trying to
Yeah.
say, "Look, this is your reality that you live on." The other one that still stays with me, BJ, tell me if I need to edit this.
Mhm.
Because again, Kevin Samuelson was a black male. That's
Mhm.
important for what I'm about to say. He would say there's an epidemic in the black female community.
Mhm.
And he was talking to a young woman. She'd been engaged 5 times.
Which is
He
crazy.
goes, you say that like you're proud that you were engaged 5 times, and you're calling me wondering why you're still alone and you can't find somebody. 5 men have proposed to you and you accepted, and then somewhere along the line
Right.
said no.
Yeah. Or it fell through. For whatever reason they said they backed out, he
He
backed
goes,
out, it
"That's
fell through.
that's not something you should be proud of."
No.
He goes,
No,
"Why
not at
are
all.
you saying that like you're proud? I've had 5 men propose to me." Why? Why are you proud of that? Anyway, this again, Kevin Samuelson, go check out his channel. Shout
Mhm.
out. It's not my content. It's not our purpose here, but it was just the insights that he had. I was like, "Damn, bro. I never thought about that."
Yeah, very, very insightful, dude.
Do I need to edit that? Am I allowed to say that, bro?
yeah, wow,
I don't know, bro.
you're fine. You're fine.
All right.
Oh yeah, I told you I was gonna spring one on you, right? So have you ever had a good cry? When was the most
Oh,
recent?
yeah.
If you have, when was the most recent time you had a good cry?
Stand by. What do you mean by good cry?
It's like a good one, like you just a good release of emotions.
I can tell you in my adulthood,
Mhm.
since I
Well,
was
okay.
18,
Yeah.
kid stuff don't matter. I cried.
Mhm.
I was the annoying kid. That was me. Whatever. As an adult, I have cried maybe 6 times in my whole life.
Okay.
Give me a second. You're making me think. You did pop that on me, bro. You did
Mhm.
pop that on me. Hold on.
Mhm.
I can say 4 was because something was really bad,
Mhm.
meaning I cried when my grandparents died. So
Yeah.
that's 2. Um, I cried from being overwhelmed.
Mhm.
One of them,
Mhm.
one was work related.
Yeah.
It was a cry of frustration, not
Yeah.
necessarily
Okay.
for any specific reason. I was just very frustrated with what was happening in my career and I cried.
Mhm.
The rest have been tears of like happiness
Mhm.
or I got emotional. I can tell you my children have seen me cry maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe.
Okay.
Every time it scared them,
Huh.
even if it was for a positive reason.
Huh.
They're not used to seeing their dad cry.
Well, yeah.
They got very concerned about what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it scared them.
Mhm. Mhm.
it shook them in their core.
Yeah. But as they
They're
get older,
very con
they'll understand as they get older.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 50-50. You did pop that on me. I wasn't
Mhm.
prepared for that question, so I haven't had time to think about it.
Mhm.
Um, I am not a crier, bro.
Mhm.
I don't cry. The last good cry, I'm trying to even think about that. It's definitely been in the last it's been over 5 years.
Okay.
I don't cry.
Yeah.
There you
Not
go.
overly emotional man.
I am not.
Not not
Not in that
not not
regard.
not
I
not in
get
that sense of
angry,
like
I get
yeah,
happy, I
yeah,
get
yeah,
upset,
yeah,
but to
yeah,
push me to where tears come out of my
yeah.
eyeballs and I'm like,
It's a very
the
drastic, uh, drastic
very
level of emotion.
dramatic.
Yeah.
That probably has been 5 years.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking about
I'm
this
not
the other day.
opposed to it.
No, no, I was thinking about this the other day because I had a good one. I had a good one the other day, bro. I had a good one.
Why were you crying? Are we talking about that or no?
No, we can. Yeah, I had a good one, man. And it's
Do you cry, bro?
do I have
I've
before.
never seen you
I
cry. I've
know.
known you for
I,
15 years.
I know. I know. I don't
All right.
typically um
I've
I'm
seen
not a
other men cry and I'm
yeah.
like, "Ugh."
It's like I'm not a crier per se, right?
No,
Usually mine is a release of
something.
very strong
Yeah.
uh emotion.
Did you
It's
cry
more
when you got promoted, bro?
I did. Well, hold on, hold on. It wasn't just that. It
Okay.
was a it was a it wasn't just that one thing on its own. It was more of the totality of everything that is currently going on, everything that has gone on for a while, right?
Yep.
So it was like we talked about some, in the earlier thing to kind of tie it in, right? Some, is it me? Rule 3, is it me? Right. So I'm trying to
Mhm.
address some of those things. Um, taking some accountability for my own perceived shortcomings or own things that I can have an effect on, right? So working on some things for myself, and kind of just um, battling through some challenges. And it's, I mean, and, for the people who are listening, we'll get a level over right now. It's, my body, bro, has been going through, I've been going through it physically, like the last, say 3, 4 years, I was kind of like not necessarily like I want to say decline, right, but like slowing a little bit with some of the uh, degenerative stuff that I've been dealing with body wise.
Yeah.
It was tough, bro. It's tough. It's difficult physically, difficult mentally to kind of like get up and just kind of like keep going, pushing through, right? So, kind of like feeling like hitting a wall um, in different areas of life, personal stuff, love life, um, professionally. So to finally like feel
It
like
all hit at one time?
to finally feel like damn,
Damn.
I'm getting some wins, man. I'm feeling like I'm getting some wins. I'm in a good space. Things are going right, and not in and of itself. For people,
Yeah.
follow me social media wise or whatever. It's like I'm very big on like be positive, right? So uh, looking at the things that we do have, right? Focusing on our blessings usually gives us more, right? There's always something to be
Mhm.
positive. So once I started kind of doing that, changing things around for myself, in that sense, other things kind of have started to fall into place. And it was one of those things where it's like, damn, boy, it feels good to just get like to to feel like you turn the corner or like
Mhm.
hit a mountaintop after coming out of a valley. So it was more like that. Um, I remember the last time I had a good one like that. So I don't even know how I ever told you that because we didn't know each other back
Oh.
at this point. We didn't know each other at this point. But when I
No.
did get hired at the sheriff's office, it was a similar thing, right? But I was like, I finally got a fucking win. I finally got a fucking win. So when I got my
Ah.
call, I was like, hey, yeah, everything went through. We accepted you. Congratulations, yada yada. Um, I remember I was working at the shoe store and I had to like step outside to like, out of the back room, take the phone call. I'm driven by there a couple of times. I remember sitting on the stairs to the back stairs to like the emergency exit of the movie theater at the time, bro. And I just sat there.
Yeah.
And I just had a good cry, like, man, like, fuck, like, yes, like, uh, for anybody who's ever played sports, right? It's like that dream scenario, right? Where it's like, man, this is why I love the movie Rudy so much, right? Like you're battling, you're battling, you're battling, you're
Yeah.
battling, and to finally like, oh, okay, I finally got it. I
Mhm.
finally pushed through, finally achieved something. So that's when so it was like a lot of that just kind of like all at one time. So yes, the promotion thing, um, body's been feeling good. Things are like going well. And I'm like, what, not everything is perfect, so everything should always be better. But I'm overly blessed, very, very abundant in blessings and good things happening lately. So I just kind of just like got to me like all at once, and it wasn't even like when it wasn't even when I got the phone call for the promotion or whatever. It was kind of just like
After.
it was after, right? So it's like
Good time to process, yeah.
the excitement kind of like died down a
Yeah.
little bit. You kind of just taking stock of where you're at. I was kind of just like looking. It was even after the ceremony. It was actually probably before I got my shirts and I was looking at them in the closet and
Yeah.
kind of just like taking stock of everything. I was like, not that it's like not that oh yeah we made it like this is over, but like okay we're we're on the right track. And I just stood there, bro. I stood there for maybe like a good 5, 10 minutes. Just had like a good so a good cry of like a triumphant good like release of like emotions, right?
Yeah.
Um, I've had some like you said, some downtrodden ones that ones that nobody's seen, ones that nobody knows about. Those
Yeah.
we've all got those. Um,
Oh, I do not like to cry in front of other people.
oh no 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 no
That's
no.
not a, that's not a, that's like the bathroom, bro. That's a
Yeah
solo moment.
yeah
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've all got those, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not too manly to admit that though that doesn't happen or hasn't happened to me. It's happened to everyone.
Yeah, of
And
course.
if you say it doesn't, you're a fucking liar. Okay.
You're lying.
Um, you're lying. No lie to us, but you're definitely lying to yourself for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, even in but in the negatives, fortunately I haven't had to deal with the loss of my parents. But when you feel like
Wait, what?
I said I haven't had to deal with the loss of my parents.
Oh,
Have
I was
not.
about to say, wait,
No,
I missed something, bro.
no,
Hold
no,
up,
no,
hold
no,
up.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
all
no.
right, all right.
Have not. Um,
Mama Atkins, hold on, bro.
have not. Um, But, you feel strongly about something that doesn't work, it doesn't go the way you want,
Yes.
and looking at it now, sometimes denials or rejections are just redirections, right? So it's like, okay, this is
Mhm.
dodge the bullet. I've dodged more bullets than I can. I think I feel like Neo in the fucking Matrix, like dodge some serious bullets, right?
Unscathed.
Unscathed, maybe like luck, way more lucky than I've been good for sure. Um, but I don't think I've had too many negative uh, cries in my lifetime.
So now that I've had a moment to process while you were
Hmm.
talking, I'll go through the cries that I can remember. And
Hmm.
if there's more, I'm sure there is, but
Yeah.
the ones I can remember. When I tore my ACL in college,
Mm. Mm.
and it wasn't even in the moment.
Yeah.
It was in the car ride home, knowing that dream was over.
Hmm.
I broke down.
Yeah.
It was ugly, bro. It was
Ugly
ugly.
cry.
It was not a good cry.
No, it's not, bro.
It was bad. It was bad. And I was inconsolable. Didn't matter. I don't care what anybody said. I knew it was over.
Hmm.
That I cried for both of my children when
Well,
they were
of course.
born.
Yeah.
Not it was funny enough. This is a side note, bro.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pose a question. Don't answer it until I'm done. Let me just get through this.
Okay.
Men who are not in the room when their children are born, I don't get it. I was always in the room.
Okay.
Table that for 1 second, and then
Okay.
we're actually gonna have to end with this and table the rest for the next episode.
Okay.
But because it wasn't even in the moment. It was like once, like my son, firstborn. There's a lot of stuff, emergency C, all these things happened.
Hmm.
A lot of stress. I was locked the fuck in, and once he was born and he was good, it was like I don't know. I don't know the time frame, but it was after I knew he was okay. Broke down. That was by myself.
Hmm.
Nobody was around me. And then I collected myself because I had to take care
Hmm.
of my son and his mom.
Yeah.
Funny enough, though, my daughter too, because I don't know what it was. It's something I don't know how to explain it. It's funny. I think I've talked about it on the show. My son thinks I love my daughter more than him. My daughter thinks I love my son more than her. And I'm like, both things can't be true at the same time. You guys are fucking nuts. They're just different. So when my baby was born, my baby girl, again, same thing. There was a lot of stress. I'm
Hmm.
not getting into all the details. So to see her come out healthy and alive and okay and everything was good, I broke down.
Yeah.
The last one that I can honestly remember was just the overwhelming frustration of my personal and professional life. It was all
Hmm.
like a culmination at one time. I broke down. And
Hmm.
that one, it is what it is. I want to say shamefully, but it is what it is. I cried in front of my children
Hmm.
and they didn't know what to do. And they started crying. It was one of those things where they didn't know what was happening. They started crying because I was crying. I was
Yeah.
just so it was just
Yeah.
you know how you say like I'm up to here. It bro, it
Yeah.
was
It just
I couldn't deal with it
yeah,
anymore.
it's seeping out a little bit. Just
It was
seeping
too
out. Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Other than that, bro, I can't remember crying.
Yeah. I will piggyback on the my second surgery, the second one, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be life changing, right? There's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna not necessarily like the dream is over, but my life is different now because of
Yeah, yeah.
this, right? We need to address that one on another episode, right?
Next episode, because
Yeah,
we're almost out of time.
we'll expand on that in another episode. But
Write that down,
um,
bro. Write that down.
um, that in particular, yes, piggybacking on that one, that, and just again, like I said, a lot of these, um, people just haven't been around, but like, there's been some mornings and some nights where I've gotten out there in pain. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get through this day. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know if you remember when I tore my MCL.
Yeah.
I didn't cry.
Hmm.
I was frustrated though. Because I was right in the middle of my law enforcement career.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know why I said in the middle. Early on,
Yeah.
and that one bothered me. I don't you were around.
Yeah.
I know
I
you were
remember this.
there.
Mhm.
and I recovered quickly.
Uh-huh.
But
That's
that
right.
was like, I can't believe this. Why does this keep happening to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The piling, it feels like piling on.
Talk about the rule of three: ACL, same knee; MCL, same knee; knee replacement, same knee. Now, keep in mind, in between that MCL and full knee replacement, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I lived with, I don't know what the stages are. I'm not a doctor. I'm sure somebody told me and it'll correct me. Stage 4 arthritis or whatever the
Yeah.
highest level. Like
Uh,
every time they would take a picture, like, you need a knee replacement. I've been living with that since I was 30.
yeah.
Pain.
Yeah.
Side story, real quick story.
Yeah.
We're going to end it with this story if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, let me end it with this story. I was in the Secret Service. I'm in an armored car. I'm in the back. It was a long fucking day.
Tight quarters back there.
Boo, buddy. No, I don't think I could talk about how the layout is. It doesn't matter. I violated all protocol. My knee was so swollen. I was in pain, bro. I popped the back window to put my leg out of the window because I couldn't bend it anymore.
I gotta straighten it out. Yeah,
bro.
Yep.
Everybody thought there was something happening. I was like, no, I just gotta stretch my leg out.
I need a second.
That went all the way up the chain, bro. And I'm like, listen, I said, I'm gonna go to the doctor as soon as I'm off this shift. I can't do it. I said, something's wrong. And this is when I was like, people who are like, I thought I had actually blown my knee out again. That's how bad it hurt.
Yeah.
So I went to emergency. Like, I need to talk to somebody now. Something's wrong. I think I was like, I must have torn it. I don't know how I did it. And they did all this X-rays, MRI, sorry.
Yeah.
And the doctor came in and he goes, yeah, that's called arthritis. I was like, that's fucking arthritis?
That's horrible. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, but it is bad, bro. And I'm working my way through it.
He gave me some anti-inflammatories. He sucked all the fucking liquid out, which I don't know if I've actually talked about this. I don't do needles well. There's nothing I can do. As soon as it goes in, sweat on my forehead. I have a mustache now. There's definitely sweat on my upper lip. I lose color in my face, like it doesn't matter what it is. They suck the fluid out and then they hit me with some cortisone, whatever, steroid. So I did all that, took the meds, went to bed, woke up, and I was like, God damn, that's arthritis? Holy shit. I was completely fine the next day.
Yeah. It is difficult to live with.
I'll never talk shit about people who are like, yo, I got arthritis. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was like that.
It is a motherfucker. Like, what you described about that needle is the reason why I can't do needles now. After doing that shit for 2 cycles of knee shit, bro, I started sweating before. I'm like, I can't even look. Hit you with the cold spray, and I'm like,
I know what's coming.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you're about to cut my leg off.
It doesn't even hurt. It's just because I feel it in my skin. It's a wrap. So well, good luck to you, sir. Because once you hit 40, guess what you got to do? You got to get blood drawn every twice a year or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm a grown man. I do what I got to do. It doesn't matter. I go limp. All these things happen. I don't pass out. Thank God. You get life insurance, which people who don't know, you should get life insurance, but they do take your blood out. All these things. My daughter on the other, let me back up. My son is like me, and he's in the Marines, which I've said many times. He reacts like me, and he's had so many shots and vaccinations. And I'm like, do you still? He goes, I've gotten somewhat better, but not great. My daughter, on the other hand, will watch it go in, watch the blood come out, and be like, wow, that's crazy. No big deal.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that. I wish I
don't have it. I don't have it, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't like that shit at all, bro. Even thinking about it just makes me. Fuck.
You know what? Last little thing, we got to go. I remember in my polygraph. This is not the answer they want, by the way. Don't say what I said. It worked out for me, but it's not a normal response. They ask you about drug usage,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I've never done any hardcore drugs because I don't like needles. And they were like, maybe because it's against the law, it's bad for your health. I was like, I mean, yeah, all that too, but
Yeah,
like, I
but
can't do needles, bro.
yeah, but before we even get to that part, before we even get
I
to the
can't
legal
do
part,
it.
I already know I
do
can't do it because of that.
it. I can't do
That's
it.
all the illegal shit is secondary. I physically cannot do that shit.
Listen,
No,
the polygraph though, mm, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
I can't do it.
Well, how about ethically, morally?
Don't
I
care.
was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, all that, but I'm telling you, I don't because I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
And then the other reason, the other reason is I think so. Dare, for those of you who are my age, they don't have Dare programs anymore
yeah.
that I'm aware of. Maybe they do. The only thing that ever stuck out to me about drugs was they were in somebody's butt. And having worked as a cop, I know they're in somebody's butt, and I'm like, I'm never gonna take a drug
No.
that has been in somebody's butt. Those were my responses to drug usage. I was like, no, they've been in someone's butt, and I don't like needles. Well, the polygrapher, I've had 7 polygraphs. They always go, sir, that's not the
What, bro?
response we're
You
looking for.
want the truth? This is the truth.
Well, guess
all right?
what? I never did those drugs.
No. So it did something. Work for you. Work for you. I know we gotta go. I'm gonna leave you with a quote, a thought.
Go. Quote of the day.
Quote of the day for the viewers, for you as well. All right.
Go.
I love this one. Made me feel good. Just because you went the long way doesn't mean you went the wrong way.
Ooh, I like it.
There we go.
I like it, bro.
We'll leave on that
Done.
one.
We'll end on that.
Bro, yeah.
Boom. Love you, brother.
Love you, brother.